What is the value of the expression 7 squared minus 42 divided by 7 multiplied by 6? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? This expression seems very simple, but it tricks 99% of people. Let's go step by step and solve it together. To solve this question, many people start by calculating 7 squared first, and instead of the original expression, they rewrite it as 49 minus 42 divided by 7 multiplied by 6. And the next step, they usually perform the subtraction between 49 and 42 and simplify this expression to 7 divided by 7 multiplied by 6. Then, they proceed by doing the division between 7 and 7, which gives them 1 multiplied by 6. And finally, they multiply 1 by 6, which ends up with the answer 6. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option A is the correct answer to this question. However, this answer is absolutely wrong. Also, some other people when solving this question first go for the expression 7 squared and they simplify to 49 minus 42 divided by 7 multiplied by 6. And the next step, they usually go for the multiplication between 7 and 6 because they think multiplication has priority over division. So, they rewrite this expression as 49 minus 42 divided by 42. Next, they perform the division between 42 and 42 since they believe division has priority over subtraction. And they rewrite this expression as 49 minus 1, which ultimately gives them the answer 48. And immediately, they conclude that option C is the correct answer to this question. However, it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let me show you how to solve this expression correctly. To solve this question, we must follow a rule that is called PEMDAS. We have to follow the order of operations I told you, step by step from top to bottom. Okay, as you can see in the image, in this expression, first we have an exponent, then a subtraction sign, followed by a division, and finally a multiplication. We should start with the exponent, because in this expression, exponent has a higher priority than the other operations. So, this expression simplifies to 49 minus 42 divided by 7 multiplied by 6. And the next step, we need to handle the division and multiplication, since multiplication and division have higher priority than subtraction. However, it's really important to understand that multiplication and division have exactly the same level of priority. In this situation, the best thing to do is to start from the left side of the expression and move toward the right, performing division and multiplication in order. So, first we perform the division between 42 and 7, and this expression simplified to 49 minus 6 multiplied by 6. And the final step, we do the multiplication between 6 and 6, which gives us 49 minus 36. And finally, the value of this expression is equal to 13. That's great. Option B is the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let's solve another tricky math question together. What is the value of the expression 24 minus 8 multiplied by open parenthesis 14 minus 2 close parenthesis? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? Let's take a closer look and solve it together. In the first step, most people perform the subtraction between 24 and 8, which I have highlighted in blue. So, this expression simplifies to 16 multiplied by 14 minus 2 inside the parentheses. In the next step, they calculate 14 minus 2 inside the parentheses, which becomes 16 multiplied by 12. And finally, the value of this expression must be equal to 192. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option D is the correct answer to this question. But I have to say we were tricked and it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let me walk you through a step by step how to solve this expression properly. To solve this question, we must follow a rule that is called PEMDAS. PEMDAS shows us the priority of the order of operations. Okay, as you can see in the image, in this expression, first we have a subtraction sign, then a multiplication sign, And finally, parentheses. We must start with the parentheses first because they have a higher priority than the other operations. So, we can rewrite this expression as 24 minus 8 multiplied by 12. In the next step, we move on to the multiplication between 8 and 12 because multiplication has a higher priority than subtraction. So, we rewrite this expression as 24 minus 96, which finally gives us the answer negative 72. Therefore, option A is the correct answer to this question.